Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 5.
And I'm Haley.
And this is weird. How
This
are you,
is
Johnny?
very weird. Because there's 5 letters in weird, and this is weird, and everything's... You people on the internet can't tell that off the camera everything is completely different.
It's all different.
Than
Well,
it
they might
ever
be
has
able to
been
tell
before.
because there's a slightly different camera angle.
Oh, yes.
That's
Our
huge
Uber fans who
difference.
know, like, oh, it went 2 degrees to the left. Clearly, they've rearranged the
It's
entire
almost-
studio.
It's like half of the castle now.
Yeah,
Well, there'll be more in the future,
it is a very half-castled show. So,
aren't they all?
yes.
So was that why you were Johnny Fire tonight? So if you'd like to join in the conversation tonight, hashtag Geeks Corner. And I see Disney Smurf already is on the game there and says finally get to watch Geeks Corner live for the first time in forever.
Nice.
Do you see what she did there?
There'll be music. There'll be
No.
fun.
He did there? I don't know. Disney. I can't tell. It's too small. She.
What's
Yes.
your gender?
I'm
Disney
sorry.
Smurf?
My bad. But anyway, we're going to accept questions tonight. So if you've got them, hashtag Geeks Corner and questions. I don't know.
We are always accepting of your
But
questions.
we will hit those at the end of the show. It's the Disneyland 60th now, and it was very exciting a week and a half ago.
And wait. Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
The love tonight?
No.
Oh.
Do you feel like it's calm again? Like
A little bit.
yeah.
Not
It's
really.
not like, oh, we have to do all this Disney 60 stuff. We've got to go.
But we're going to do it anyway, right?
It's like, oh, we could just relax and just talk about stuff. It's so much better, man.
So have you
So
gotten
much
to
better.
experience live any of the 60th stuff yet?
I've sat next to you and
Well,
watched
not
Paint the
since
Night.
then. Since then.
Since then, no, I haven't gone back.
Okay,
to Disneyland
that's
since
what I
then.
meant. Like,
no,
since
no.
the craziness, have you actually got... Because to me, that was survival.
Yes.
And then going back was getting to experience it. Like, I went back and watched the fireworks last week. I was like, oh, that's what's there. Like, I was looking through a camera the whole time.
Yeah.
I had no clue. Like, the castle moves.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite
Like
effect.
it just picks up and walks over here. and
No, it
sits down again.
dances.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
Right? Who else has seen...
The animatronics have gotten great.
Yeah, I think so. What are we writing on the whiteboard, guys? Oops,
Great.
there goes the iPad. Anyway, they have started this thing called Disneyland Diamond Days, and it's the newest incarnation to me of the Million Dreams giveaway from almost a decade ago. And
Ow. Wow, way to make me feel old, dude.
congratulations.
Even though you're 5 years older.
Always will be.
Yep, it tends to stay that way.
So
By the way,
every-
are we gonna talk about this week or next week?
This week?
We're gonna talk about it this week,
What are we talking about this week?
Saturday.
That's next
Saturday?
week. We're good.
I think we can talk about it this week.
No, we're
This
good.
week we had cake. I don't know. It's his birthday on Saturday, so
Really?
make sure you send him.
Friday.
Actually,
Friday?
it's Friday, but
Friday?
you know, because
Whatever. Oh, we're celebrating Saturday.
It's the 5th.
Woo.
Yeah, whatever. the
Yeah,
fifth.
whatever.
Some people want to use 5s. So send him tons and tons
Some
of tweets
people were bored
on the
with
5th.
them.
On the 5th. Hey, I was born this way.
Mhm.
So lots of tweets at Mr. Daps. Happy birthday.
So
Dapsy birthday.
we're getting a request
Dapsy
for the
birthday.
return of Johnny Five's magic tricks for Disney
That's a
60th.
request?
Yeah,
Wow.
Miss Bailey C says it's Disneyland 60th. Now what? Return of Johnny Five's magic tricks.
Not even one of the people I paid to say that. Cool. We might have to cave to that.
Mhm.
All right.
You did one good one, maybe 2.
Just one.
I've done like 10 magic tricks and one of them was good. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them were good.
Never tell me the odds.
2 of them were good.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the episodes you can find. So every day they're giving away something. They're giving away at some point the slipper that's $35,000 that I was standing next to and afraid I was going to touch.
You were afraid you were going to touch it?
They were very adamant not to touch the slipper.
They were afraid you were going to touch it, or you were
I think
afraid?
they were afraid anybody would touch the slipper, but they kind of put the fear of God into you standing close to it. So you just see this sparkling rainbow-colored slipper in front of you that's $35,000, and you're afraid to get anywhere near it because it's $35,000 and they'll kill you if you touch it. It sounded like. So they're giving that away. You can stay in the Dream Suite. That's one of the options. They're doing like a tailgate party in Cars Land, which I think would be pretty
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing like I think a Fantasyland party too. Like they're doing a lot of really fun experiences that only Disney can do, because most of us can't rent out Cars Land on an average Thursday night as much as we wish. You can? Oh, okay. All the time.
It's amazing that she's even here to join us tonight. She should just be at Carsland.
Yeah, you should just be having your tailgate party and invite us instead, and then we could film Geeks Corner and Cars
Done
Land.
and done.
How cool would that be?
That'd be great.
Geeks Corner live from Cars Land? So what you do is you text in a word every day between 7 a.m. and 10:59 a.m. And then they tell you if you've won. And that also registers you for a week-long giveaway thing too, and there's other prizes. But if you go to Disneyland.com/Diamond Days, that's where you can get all the info.
Cool. That's what I
How
was
long
going to
is
ask.
it going on for?
Just through September 15th.
Okay.
That was homework, guys. You should be impressed. Aren't you impressed I knew that?
Yeah.
Like that.
I'm glad we got an answer.
Hopefully I'm right.
That's why I asked. Yes. I knew completely.
Of course you did. Jason would like to see Born with the 5 tattooed on his chest.
Okay.
Were you born with a 5 tattooed on your? I don't want to know.
I would also say that you will never see my chest ever in this show or otherwise. It's just not a thing that is visible ever. I have an invisible chest. It's true. This has gotten away from me very rapidly.
So next
Let's
topic.
move on. Let's move on.
Paint the Night is very popular. I would say it's probably the most popular thing that came with the Disneyland 60th thing, and it's hard to watch because everybody wants to see it. So we thought we'd give you some viewing tips since we've watched it a few times. How many times have you watched it?
I'm not sure.
A lot?
Yeah,
Kind of.
a decent amount.
Yeah. How many times have you had to wait and watch it?
I'm normally already where it comes by.
That's why I thought. Okay, so anyway, I've watched it a few times the hard way. Hey, look, we got it on our monitor.
Hey! Ooh, that was
Cool,
nice.
good job. Tyler and I watched it the other night with Murray, and we picked up a few tips, I think, through doing that. And the number one tip is if you don't want to wait for 3 hours, don't watch on Main Street. Wouldn't you say, guys?
Yes.
Yep.
And if you want to wait less, go to some of the more obscure parts of the park. So maybe up by Pixie Hollow, along Matterhorn Way. That seemed like it wasn't quite as busy. Parts of the street where they're going to put up a rope across the street is probably a pretty good spot. And actually, I'm not going to tell the other one because I like to hide there. But
Thank you.
if you really want to know, direct message me and I'll respond.
Sit right next to a walkway instead of a couple of feet down from it, so that when people are looking to get through the rope, they instantly see the walkway next to you instead of just assuming they have to go under the rope. If we were sitting right next to the
Whatever are you
walkway, we
talking
wouldn't have
about?
that issue. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We didn't have our hour and a half discussion of rope etiquette like we were going to have last time. So
All right, talk rope etiquette
Guys.
while we're on the topic.
seriously,
And set this up first so
Okay.
people know why you're talking about this. Before you say it, Mikey really like he says, if you tell me not to touch something fragile, I get the sudden urge to touch it multiple times. Go ahead.
so Mikey, don't touch the rope.
Don't
It's
go
not
under the
fragile. Just don't touch it. So we found out that people were waiting for Paint the Night at like noon.
Yeah.
So we weren't that crazy. We went at 2 and waited for 7 hours.
I thought it was
for-
2:30.
It was in that.
Not
area.
much better, but you know.
But it was about 6.5, 7 hours we were sitting there. And we were sitting right in front of City Hall. And over here was a walkway. And then there were ropes set up behind us. And we were in a spot where it was just one row of people sitting on the curb. And that's it. Like, it's not even, a couple people can, no, just one row of people sitting on the
That's
curb.
all she wrote.
Rope right behind him. Exactly. For some reason, we were right in front of the
And we
part
had
of
a
City
pole
Hall.
right in front of us, or right behind us,
We had
too.
a pole. There was a stroller next to us, and I think that was the issue because there was a blank spot of curb with a stroller in front of it, so you could see like an opening there. And we were right in front of the restroom, so everybody on Main Street who wanted to go to the restroom decided that they had to go under the rope that was directly behind me and Mr. DAPs specifically. And for a while, we let it slide, and we're like, okay, fine.
And for a while, he means like 4 hours.
Yeah. And then something just snapped. I don't remember exactly what it was, but both of us just lost it. It was pretty much.
No, it was
we hit
after the
wall.
giggles.
Huh?
It was after the giggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We just got angry,
Loopy.
and he got to the point. People would walk up. He's like, "There's a walkway right over there." But I just want to. No, it's right over there. Just go right over there. Everyone would do it. We had no more people go through the rope at that point.
So rope walkway,
Rope.
rope etiquette.
If there's a rope set up, treat it like a wall. It's there to keep people from going through that way. It's meant to keep people going on one side or the other, not through. And it's weird to me that people will disrespect a rope, but if you put a piece of tape on the ground,
Like
no
don't cross
one
the
will
tape.
cross the tape.
Oh no.
So,
That's a lot.
well, yeah, but more so, people will respect tape than ropes. If you see a rope, it doesn't mean that it's something that you should figure out how to get over, under, or through. It means don't go through it. Just go around.
You know a funny one? also following
the
up on this, we were watching Paint the Night on Sunday night, and we started to have the same thing happen. So I don't know, maybe it's the bow tie or something, like, oh, I can go through, that guy's wearing a bow tie. But so this lady came up and she was walking not super fast, but she was walking quicker than most people, and she was going to do the same thing. I was like, there's a walkway right over there. She's like, no, it's an emergency. And the funny part is I watched where she walked. She walked down the street, and then she went into the store, and then she walked back out and went down the street and wasn't going anywhere. Like, it was the aimless, I'm looking for a place to sit.
An emergency.
And I was like, it's not an emergency. Otherwise, you wouldn't go through the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was funny. I don't know. Why are we talking about this?
Because you told me to.
Oh, okay.
I said we didn't, and then you gave me the
Oh,
floor.
that's great.
That's how that works.
Okay.
They're both standing back there, and that makes me nervous.
The best viewing tip going back to Paint the Night, though, is watch the second show.
Yes.
Like, it's not empty, but you can walk up, 15, 20 minutes before, probably. You think it was that, Tyler?
What question?
When we watched Paint the Night on Sunday. Second
20
one.
minutes.
20 minutes early?
Yeah.
If you get there 20 minutes early, you can get a good spot. And it
I'll
was
tell you later.
a lot more fun, I thought, because you didn't have everybody crowding in.
Mhm.
Like, there was pretty much 1 or 2 rows of people everywhere, and it was very doable. And we had fun with it. Yeah, so also with the 60th, the Mad Tea Party has returned to Disney California Adventure back in the back. They've changed things up a little bit. My favorite part of the return, have you watched anything on this?
I have not.
Okay, we're going to go through this really fast then. But they've added a new Walt Disney section where they
I
have
did
this.
hear about that.
Yeah, they have this. You've probably seen it, right? You don't go to Mad Tea?
No, World
But-
of Color.
World of Color. You go to World of Color, but not Mad Tea Party.
Yeah.
I don't hear that from people. Wow. Okay.
They're at an equal party level for sure.
Are they?
Go party at World of Color instead.
I just thought, okay.
Carry on.
I'm just going off Instagram. I follow Disney Bowtie Guy. But anyway, I know, and that's why I thought you were too. Like, I just figured you guys went to Mad Tea Party. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know either, but it's
They
entertaining.
have the music box that they pull out towards the end of the band set, and it starts playing. Is it When You Wish Upon a Star? Nobody else has seen this,
Yeah.
so yes, it's When You Wish Upon a Star, and then it goes into this kind of Disney montage, and then they sing Best Day of My Life, and they're showing Disney moments through it, and it was really a surprising, like, whoa, that's kind of Disney magic in Mad Tea Party, which I've always felt is fun, but not necessarily magical.
It's true.
You know, like, I like it, but it's not like, I don't get the warm fuzzies of pixie dust flying around most of the time with that. And that time I thought they did a really nice job with it. They've got some new songs, some old songs.
Something borrowed, something blue.
Probably. I don't know. But it's definitely insanely popular. Each time I've walked by, it's been packed. And so I've kept walking for the most part.
That's-
But,
yeah. That's why I don't even get to the point where I'm walking through.
well, I wanted to watch it
know
once
some-
just to see if anything had changed.
And it had, so good.
And
good
they've
on you.
changed the set a little bit and the dance, whatever they're called.
Is the Slinky guy back?
No,
See.
because he flagged us all copyright after we went to the
Oh,
press
that's
thing.
yeah, that's right.
So we wouldn't put him on YouTube anymore anyway.
All right.
That's how that goes, Slinky
Yeah.
guy.
Don't mess with our YouTube. Don't feel bad. It's a 24-hour event. We ended up explaining things to people rather harshly as well. Okay. Yeah. I think
I didn't say we felt bad. I just said
so we were
something
actually
snapped and
we were rather entertained by the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing, especially that middle school boy that like tried to push me over, and so I had to
oh,
say,
the one that like kept muttering to you as he walked away. And
well, no, I scared him because he kept pushing through. So I was like, dude, walkway over there.
there was definitely one person who
That
kept
was the
trying
confrontational
to
one. He might have,
prove
I
his
don't know.
point as he was walking away, like still talking to DAPs, nowhere near him. It was adorable.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
D23, they announced today, is going to have their Disney in concert again. And this year they're going to be doing the Silly Symphonies live.
Yeah.
Which I think will
Ooh.
actually be kind of cool.
Are they going to sweep up the orchestra members into a tornado?
I don't know. Maybe they'll be on like wires.
Ooh, that'd be great.
And then they'll spin around and Leonard Maltin will point at them. I didn't even think that was funny.
Oh, that wasn't. They are.
What are they doing back there?
Would y'all like to come onto camera and show everyone your new outfits?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I think you should.
I think we have enough room here now.
I made a mistake.
Yep. Come on, guys. Ladies and gentlemen,
Come on the show.
Tyler and Murray in their
Yep.
new outfits. Come on.
Woo!
Don't hit the tripod.
Oh no, not my room.
Now make sure you can see.
And you have to bend down a little bit. You have to bend the knees. There we go.
So we've got the St. Louis Cardinals and the Seattle Mariners from like 1992.
You need a Giants one.
Now, which one was Tweedledee and which one was Tweedledum? It's for you to decide.
We don't tell.
So anyway, they've done a couple years ago. They had Dick Van Dyke and the Fantastics,
Yeah.
which were fantastic. And then they had
Pun intended,
mhm.
unachieved.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then they had Alan Menken and Richard Sherman, and then this year will be Leonard Maltin with the symphony performing the things. So you're excited about this, huh?
Yes.
Do you think this is better than previous concerts, or
Yeah.
not as good, or better?
Leonard Maltin?
So the one guy who's not a musician is the one you're excited about.
Leonard Maltin.
Come on, his name's Leonard.
Too. A new badge.
Why isn't he on the show tonight?
No, not giving him that.
He's like, no, I don't want to share the couch. So you're excited about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Ask him again.
Yeah.
Leonard Maltin tweeted me one time. It was,
So that's what it's.
it was the best day of my life.
Just because this has come up so many times over the course of the show, I want to hear anyone on Twitter who has had like a spectacular, like, oh my gosh, a celebrity tweeted or retweeted me. I want to hear all of those stories.
Dick Van Dyke follows me.
Nice. And I know Caitlin got retweeted by Clark Gregg. Which
That's
is pretty
true.
cool.
That was awesome.
We geeked out for a month on that one.
I retweeted it like 50 million times. So it's interesting. They're doing something different this time. Is they're doing it twice, and they're going to be 70-minute presentations instead of the full like evening thing. And it's going to be at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. on stage 23, wherever that is. And
Isn't that in DCA?
Murray's.
It's the.
That's the big
one.
room.
It's not the arena, but the new big.
The new big one,
It's the big one.
the one they're building.
It's called the Dart.
I don't know where
It's
that
a
is.
hall.
It's a hall. Okay.
It'll be on the map. I'm certain you will be able to find it if you attend the event.
Okay.
It'll be very easy to spot it.
That's great. And then they're going to have stuff on the Disney Legacy collection there as well. That's been a fantastic set of soundtracks that have been coming out. Will you go see this? Or would you if you had the opportunity? You probably won't be anywhere
I
near
tend to not
D23.
go to D23. Yeah.
Yes.
But I would probably go to that one.
You would
If I
go?
were-
So
if I were
Silly
there.
Symphonies you find interesting? I'm not going to ask him because I know he's going to go. Would you
I
go?
don't hear it though.
I
Are you?
want to try and go to. Well, I want to go to D23 in general, and I would like to.
That's
see
one that interests you?
Yeah, I think so.
Murray? Yeah? You like that idea?
Like any sort
Interest
of
in more than our
musical
current
ones
show.
that I heard about last time were all good.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like they've done pretty good with their concerts in the past. So it'll be interesting to see. It looks like there might be a CD or something that's coming up too. Symphony box set featuring, yeah, they can pre-order the long-awaited Silly Symphony collection box set featuring the complete restored soundtracks from all 75 Silly Symphony shorts from 1929 to 1939, with over 8 hours of music on 16 vinyl LPs. I know what Murray is getting this summer. Yeah.
Long awaited?
Well, it's been since 1939.
Who is long awaiting this? Who's sound up? You've been long awaiting. You've been thinking, man, I wish I could get a whole bunch of vinyl records of the Silly Symphonies, like remastered.
I don't know about vinyl records, but Silly Symphonies I think would be pretty cool.
It would be cool.
It's
but
one of
who's
those
been
things where I
waiting
wish
for it?
they released that. Yeah.
You've been
Just
waiting?
like, yeah, I think it kind of goes into that category of you don't really expect them to do it, but Song of the South would be another example where
it will never happen, but you hope it does.
Yeah, we can all wish like
a really good remastered soundtrack of Brother Bear.
Yeah.
Like just stuff that's
Yes.
probably never going to occur.
Yeah.
what would anybody buy that?
I don't. That's exactly it. Like there's.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Come on, Phil Collins.
It's got. I'm on my way. It's got Welcome to Our Family Time.
It's got
And the rest?
the chant.
The chant.
The chant.
Is it that would be one of the stickers like featuring hits such as
Yes.
only those 2 songs
And many more.
and many more.
Spread over 17 albums.
Wow, I'm sorry. That's really unfortunate. So the Good Dinosaur.
Yes.
The Good Dinosaur, they have released a poster for, and then also a teaser trailer that came out this morning, and it's going to come out November 25th. So we've got Inside Out coming first.
Mhm.
Before we get to the Good Dinosaur, what do you guys think of Inside Out from what you've seen so far?
I'm really
Because I know a lot of
excited.
people were doing their press
The
viewings of
more-
that tonight.
The more I see, the more I'm interested in it. It's an interesting mythology of what's going on in the brain.
Mhm.
Like I liked the core memories and the islands
Mhm.
thing. Like honestly, I think it's being built to be a very good video game, where there's a lot of like independent stages and things like that.
Okay.
Like, I can very much see that being.
And is
having
that a good
tie-in.
thing for a movie?
No, but I can.
I was like,
I can see it
every
being a
time
good
somebody
tie-in.
says, "Yeah, we're building a movie to be a really good video game," I'm like, "Oh, it's gonna be a really bad movie."
Yeah, but I think this movie will actually be pretty good. It's
Okay.
got what Amy Poehler and Lewis Black, and I think just on that alone, I would be a little more trusting on it.
And John Ratzenberger.
Well, of course, it's Pixar.
It's Pixar closes the day John Ratzenberger dies.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like you can't have a Pixar
Don't
movie.
joke about that.
I'm serious.
He's a
when he was on
natural
Dancing with the Stars, we were all a little nervous he'd break something in the Pixar movie. But yeah, so I think it'll be good.
I'm actually more looking forward to Lava, the short that's coming
Yes.
in front of it. You're not?
That's funny.
It's fun.
That was funny.
What is in that? Okay. No, I'm looking forward to that one. I think it's gonna be really cute. I've actually felt like quite often I like the short better than the full movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Brother Bear, why did you have to waste an hour and a half of my life? Says Jason is awesome. Jason awesome. Disney Smurf says no celebrities for me. Only or celeb stories for me. Only Twitter to chime in for Geeks Corner. Thank you. And Miss Bailey Sees says besides Ramen Karimlu played Phantom on the 25th concert, and Mr. DAPs finally followed me after 2ish years. You're welcome. I'm sorry. And then Mikey Likey says no celebrity notices for me. No matter how much I spam them, you would think they would say something back after the 500th tweet.
Even if it's just something like "Stop,"
Keep it up, Mikey. There's hope someday, I'm sure. So
it just means double your efforts.
Someday Haley will retreat you.
you never know. So moving on to the Good Dinosaur
Yes,
trailer. First thoughts.
your turn.
You saw it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
What'd you think?
I mean, like, I'm gonna watch it.
Are you excited about it? Do you think it's
Yeah.
kind of? That didn't sound excited to me.
It's a
That
Jurassic
sounded
Park
like.
she wants to see.
Yes, it's probably a more age-appropriate one.
I will admit
It's
that
not
was my
magical.
first thought this morning when I saw it. I was like, well, there's a dinosaur movie Haley will watch. It's true.
And John won't cry.
What do you think of the trailer, John?
The way I'm feeling right now reminds me of when Up was first being teased. Like specifically when the poster went up in the animation building in DCA, and it was
Mhm.
just like somebody looking out their front door and seeing an airplane in the middle of the sky, and I'm just looking at it going, I have no clue
I
what
don't
this
get
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no context to judge this movie yet. So there's
Which usually ends up being the Pixar movies I like.
right.
Because
So,
I almost feel like I know too
Yeah.
much about Inside Out.
yeah, it's I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it develops. I've heard a lot of people get upset that the meteor when the meteor flies over and there's the two different dinosaurs on the
And they go,
screen. Yeah. Technically, those two dinosaurs never walked the Earth at the same time, and I've heard a lot of
But that's
controversy over
because
that.
it didn't. Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I'm right there with you. Of like, we're doing a what if story. I think we can give a little bit of leeway and put
Well,
all the
and I think it's kind of weird
visually
too that
appealing
some of the
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs look almost photorealistic.
yeah.
And then you've got whatever this main dinosaur's name is. I'm forgetting. It starts with an A.
The Patasaurus. I don't know.
Yeah, but he looks all cartoony.
Andrew. It
And-
reminds me of We're Back.
Yes.
Thank you. It was a cartoon about bringing a bunch of dinosaurs back. One of them was John Goodman, and like when they had whatever magic applied to them, they were cartoonish and they would speak and they were awesome to hang out with. And then when the magic got taken from them, they became like dinosaurs that are going to tear apart the city Like Bruce in Finding Nemo, when his eyes just go black and he starts attacking, they became that. And they looked photorealistic. And then when they got the magic, they looked cartoony. So it kind of reminds me of that. If anyone has any clue what I'm talking about, join me on Twitter. Yeah, you and Victor are my two in the audience. Anyone on Twitter, please back me up on this. But I think if you were to look up We're Back, you would see
That
a
was the
big comparison.
feel.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No.
I have no thoughts on that. Okay.
So what were your first thoughts of the trailer?
I thought it was really weird that it goes from almost photorealistic to suddenly very cartoony.
Yeah.
And I also felt like it almost didn't look Pixar in the cartoony. It looked like it was from a different studio. And I couldn't quite place which studio it was. And rewatching it, originally I was thinking like the Don Bluth studio, but that doesn't seem quite right. That it does look similar to that. And but yeah, it almost looked like it was coming from a different studio that maybe was a little bit cheaper. Like I felt like
Imagine the one that did the Minions.
Yeah.
Illumination.
But even that I felt looked better. Like because it goes from you have the dinosaurs running and you see a T-Rex and it looks pretty good. Like that one was more cartoony than the other ones at the beginning. But then it shows a little dinosaur hopping with the kid on his back.
Yeah.
And that just almost looked flat to me.
I'm interested to see what all of the context of each of those clips is.
And I'm hoping as you watch it more, you're like, oh, there's no, it's not as whatever as it looks. But so I'll be curious to see what it is. And I hope they show us a little bit more now so that we can be excited about it before November comes along, because we don't need another repeat of Tomorrowland.
Apparently. And that's what the creators of Tron 3 thought too.
Disney Smurfs can't wait for Inside Out. Mikey Likey says the Good Dinosaur seems interesting. Simple trailer for sure, but that's the way I like it. Save the story for the film. Yeah, I agree. I just want to make sure it looks good, because if it doesn't look good, it's not going to keep my
Taylor's drawing your attention to Jason Awesome.
I
really
can't
liked
read that
Tomorrowland.
far.
He thought Tomorrowland
I thought Tomorrowland was good, not bad at all.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. I have yet to see it.
Hashtag unironic. Jason Awesome. The wording could be ironic or unironic, and I can't tell which. So.
Oh, okay.
Clarify how truthful or not you're being.
We have 3 minutes. If you have questions for Haley in particular, ask him away, because you already know everything about us. And right,
Sure.
we're an open book. I don't know.
Okay.
What movie are you most looking forward to this year?
Well,
For the rest of the year.
I'm excited for Inside Out.
Inside
That's
Out's at your top one
Yeah.
of all of the movies.
I don't know what else is coming.
Star Wars.
That's not the top yet. It can't be yet. I still haven't seen the rest of it, so it can't be. I don't need any context for Inside Out. I'm able to just.
You're
jump
running
into
out
that.
of time.
Well, that's your guys' fault then that I haven't
That's his
seen
fault.
it.
It's our
his
fault. It's
fault.
his fault.
It's
Tyler's
not my
fault.
fault.
Boyfriend is failing.
You said we're having a movie night.
We are.
So.
Hey.
on the Blu-ray that are so much better than the old versions. Are we gonna watch the holiday special too?
Yes.
I haven't seen it, so yes, please.
Yes, please.
I will
Mark
tell
the
you this,
date and
Tyler.
time.
Murray and I were trying to make it through all of the Star Wars movies, and what killed our streak was the holiday movie.
I've just heard how terrible it is, and I just want to see it.
Who's seen the holiday movie in here? Have you seen?
I saw the first half.
You haven't
As far
seen
as
the
I got.
holiday movie?
Mm-mm.
She hasn't seen
So
any
now
Star
you're invited to
Wars.
a party too. You can join me.
I like you.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Get
Get out.
Who in this room has seen all 6 of the Star Wars movies? Okay, just
1,
making sure.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So
I'm really
a bigger
disappointed that
majority.
like 4 people in here haven't.
I didn't finish out the sequels or the prequels. I will say that.
What?
I saw the Phantom Menace and I didn't really feel compelled to see the other 2.
Phantom Megaplex is better.
Huh?
I've seen 8 Star Wars movies.
Oh,
Including the
seen
Star
8
Wars
Star
special.
Wars.
yeah.
Oh, I-
the
Let's
Ewoks.
Yes.
each other more.
The Trouble with Tribbles.
We need to throw those in too. So everybody needs to watch all the Star Wars before December. Got it?
Robert.
Yeah, you can come watch with us because that's a travesty. That's just not okay. How many have you seen,
giant
Haley?
woven wall.
0?
0.
Big fat 0.
0.
Fail.
Tyler.
Robert. Movie night.
His first name is Mister.
That's Mr.
And Jason says, no, not ironic. I actually did enjoy seeing it.
Okay.
and Murray said he liked it too. So there's
And Tyler said he liked it too, right?
Yeah.
Or he enjoyed it. Like there was
I enjoyed it.
there was asterisks in there, but yeah.
Story issues.
and you
but
saw it too.
Yeah.
And you liked it.
I was there.
There's
Yeah.
just story issues, so I'm gonna rip it apart.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't probably enjoy
I
it,
like the
but
message.
Does it have pretty lights in it? Is it sparkly?
Sometimes.
Will it?
what about solar
the 5-year-old in
flares?
me
Are there-
enjoy it?
Are there flares? Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
I am curious how many flares JJ sneaks into Star Wars.
Should we have like a flare cam?
We need a flare count.
All right.
Remember
Who
this.
writes it down?
You need to write
Who
that
is in
down.
charge of the flare count?
Tyler.
Oh man.
Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler's
he's always
taking
in
Get
charge
like
of the
the
flare count.
phone apps that are for a counter and just like
Don't use your
No, you can't use
Don't
your phone.
Just
don't use your
tiny,
phone
have
in a
it,
movie
like,
theater.
turn- Okay, well I guess
You'll
you're
get
probably
kicked
gonna
out.
put them in there.
Anyway, we're running out of
Okay.
time.
Don't cross the
10
ropes.
minutes, or it's 10 o'clock and 51 seconds, so we are out of time.
We are out of
We
time.
would love if you tweeted us your flare
We're back.
count predictions for Star Wars 7. And we'll see who's the closest, and then you'll win nothing because we're
The
not
points
that
are made up,
organized.
and
Yeah, the score doesn't matter. Anyway, we will see you next week when there's something over in the corner, apparently the other corner. But
this.
anyway, we'll see you around the corner.
Geek out.
Bye.